In this video, I review how my channel did in 2021, show you what to look for in YouTube analytics, and offer some tips on how to grow views and subscribers. Let's get into it. G'day and welcome, my name is Chris and I've been on YouTube for many years, but only in the last 4 have I upped my game to produce regular, high quality content covering tech like electric vehicles, smart home devices, renewables, travel and more. This is my 3rd retrospective whereby I reflect on what worked, what didn't, and how I can actually improve my channel's performance. If you're new to content creation or are interested to see how I did, please hang around because I promise you this will not be boring, and I'll share with you what I've learned across these years, how to increase views and subscribers, plus also share some outtakes and read some mean comments starting now. Yes, nuclear energy is the answer. Renewable energy destroys the environment in an effort to save the climate and ultimately won't work. It's the modern world's quest for the potion of longevity. Okay, curious. Fossil fuels can be burned pretty clean with modern technology. The semi-truck I drive with emissions does not pollute all that much, really. My car is a partial zero emissions vehicle. Yeah, electric cars, their batteries are non-recyclable. And there is not enough material to make many of those batteries. I think you'll find differently. How stupid do you feel today for this video? Laughing my ass off. I think he meant do you. I'm laughing at your response, so thanks for lightening up my day. I really do appreciate the comment. Okay, first top tip, and this might sound counterintuitive. Don't pay too much attention to analytics data nor mean comments. No, you can get lost in the data and become demoralized by some people who have never even made a video. Rather, make content that actually interests you, as chances are that you'll be completely across it and you'll be sharing a story with people who also want to hear what you have to say, and you'll find your audience. When I plan a story or news show, I aim to be informative, concise, and entertaining. My news shows or in-depth specials have been likened to like Zach and Jesse from Now You Know, Nikki from Transport Evolved, Dave from Just Have a Think. Whilst we all cover similar content, I hope that I do that in a way that differs from them, rich with B-roll, with great music, albeit with an Australian accent. So when I say don't get lost in YouTube analytics, what I mean is that, yeah, do check it out once per week or once per month, but don't do it for only one video. You need to step back and look at the larger picture and get a sense of how your content is resonating with your viewers. Are they relevant? Are you making videos that keep them interested and keep their eyes on the screen so they watch it for the entire video? There's no use making a video that's, let's say, 1 hour long and your viewers are switching off only after a few minutes. Yeah, that'd be a big waste of time for you and your viewers. My next top tip is you're only as good as your last video. Every time I write a show, film, or edit, I try to improve, refine, and transform the way in which I deliver that news, information, and how I share it. That way, people know what to expect when they click on one of my videos. If your genre is like commenting on the latest Tesla rumor, great, do it. Do it frequently, but keep improving and modifying how you deliver this over time. If something doesn't work, you'll see it in lack of views, subscribers leaving or not growing, or perhaps short view times. My goal for 2021 was to do about 100 public videos and 50 Patreon videos, and the result? 65 Patreon-only videos, 55 news episodes, 96 special reviews and in-depths, and that makes a total of 216 videos for 2021. Crikey, right? That's essentially a video every 1.68 days, and 66 more than I had planned. On reflection, and ironically, a viewer suggested this last year in this same sort of video, it was too much. I'll talk more to this soon, but just park this thought about quality versus quantity. It's very important. In 2021, my channel achieved more than 349,000 views and 1.5 million watch minutes. That's great, but that includes videos that I produced from day 0 when I opened the YouTube channel through to now, meaning I only actually got in 2021 149,000 views, or half of this number. Why? Because some people come to my channel for tech, Tesla news, Starlink, and the latest EV making headlines, and perhaps not much else. So when I diverge from those staples, subscribers, except for my true diehard fans, and hi, thanks for tuning every week, they don't want to tune in for that weird sort of video. Let's say a good example here would be my Halloween one, which I did as a legacy, a bit of a carte memoir for my family and friends. So remember, respect your audience, produce consistently, and don't chop and change from one thing to another. In the last 6 months, I've considered starting a second channel and moving my family and travel videos to there. I've lost the original project files and can only download 720p versions from YouTube, meaning that when I transfer them over, the quality of them, the actual video quality, is going to be reduced. And to me, that does not sit very well and something I'm not happy doing. I've also considered renaming my channel to something like Chris with Tech or RET or something catchy. But by keeping my name, I'm not shoehorning my channel into just one thing. Sure, I cover 3 main areas, but if something comes up that I want to share, I don't want to not be able to do that because it doesn't fit into my YouTube channel name. Aims to replace coking coal, traditionally needed. Traditionally, which it says will be one of seven. Oh my gosh, 7. COVID. Traditionally, historically needed for iron ore based steelmaking. Now, to the nitty gritty and how to make sense of all that YouTube Studio metrics. How do you find it? In YouTube Studio, go to Analytics, change the period to year or whatever time frame you're actually trying to understand. Across the top, you have Overview, Reach, Audience, Revenue, or Engagement. Each changes the graph below, but the power comes by exploring the data in Excel or Google Sheets, which is free. So click on More, and then at the top of the screen, click on the down arrow and download a CSV file or just simply open it in Google Sheets. That gives you this view where you can filter each column and sort by view count or average watch time, subscriber growth. You could cut it any number of ways. And here is my next top tip. Pay attention to view count, subscription change, and viewer retention. In 2021, my top 10 videos provided more than a third of all views with the Victorian Tesla Megapack battery file, MG ZS EV review, and the upcoming 2022 version of it. They provided the majority of views. My least performing videos were either not timely enough, good example here is the Audi e-tron first impression video, or videos that don't fit into that tech sort of space. Subscriber growth last year was just 1,351. Fortunately, most videos I made in 2021 kept subscriber growth going, with the exception of Projector Screens 101, a video I made in 2018. Go figure. Should I actually make another series on that? Can you just comment below and I'll consider seriously making another series, because yeah, a little passion of mine is home theatre, and I've got a great home theatres out there, I really do. Disappointingly, my goal of 10,000 subscribers in 2021 wasn't realised, and I know why. First and foremost, my ambition to get out and about and do stories about electric vehicles, renewables, in a format like a story-like format, kind of like what Tom Scott does, a bit of vlogging. And but unfortunately, Victoria, we endured another two long lockdowns, and essentially I couldn't get out and about. So I did what I could, and that was to produce more news episodes. And in about October last year, I realized that, you know what, some of this isn't working. So I'll let you know how I arrived at that. Make this your dislike button, folks. What might have occurred? Speak much English? Apparently not. Yeah, I do stuff up. I'm human. The music is so annoying. Thanks. I appreciate giving you annoying music. Look, last year I had more than 2,000 comments, and I do look at them and I monitor them, and I take out people who are being a little bit offensive and not playing nicely. But I keep those ones there. They're a fair comment. I'm going to learn from that, and I have. I've made mistakes in the past when the music was too loud, but I've got very good software these days. I can see exactly the decibel levels, and I'm very conscientious to not overdo it with the music. So when you have mean comments, ignore them. You know what you're doing right, and you know what you're doing wrong. Well, you might not, who knows. But you'll very quickly get the idea. If there are a lot of people giving you bad feedback, take it on board and change. Yeah? Beautiful. Let's move on. If you're new to YouTube, your first 1,000 subscribers is the hardest. Then it becomes easier over time, honestly. At the end of this video, I will share with you my top tips on how to get more views and subscribers. So please hang in there. And if you enjoy this sort of content, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button down below. That'd be great. No pressure. It's free. Yeah, do it. Continuing my trend from 2020, in 2021, most of my videos were viewed between 300 to 500 times, better performing ones in the thousands. Personal highlights for me included interviewing Simon Holmes a call, making the COP26 video, MGZS EV review, and taking the Victorian government to the High Court of Australia to challenge the dumb, regressive, world's worst tax ever. I've seen considerable growth on Patrons with 32 active members helping to support the work that I do here. And because some of the more rewarding projects for me actually do not provide views, subs, or income, yeah, 800 views for this video, 3 subs, and $9.90 for more than 20 hours of work, that's about 50 cents per hour, folks. So thank you. Thank you to my patrons for supporting the work that I do, and a big thank you to my producers also. Having said all this, it's now time to reflect and consider what the lowlights are of 2021, and that is one word. I was stretched. That was like I was stretched, but you get the idea. One word, stretched. Being a father of 4 kids, working full-time, doing part-time study, and making YouTube videos, I often felt time poor, overwhelmed, and conflicted. On many occasions, I know I wasn't a very good husband or a father due to this serious hobby of mine. Let me say that again, serious hobby of mine. I do that. Throughout the year, making videos meant that lawn wasn't mowed for months at a time, repairs on the house delayed, or stuff not sorted and put away. Instead of being part of my kids' journey and being there for them, I was instead missing in action. Writing, shooting, editing videos, just not actually being a father or a husband. Remember the quality versus quantity thing? That holds true here on so many levels. One of my regrets for doing so many videos last year was continuing doing something that yielded lower view counts, almost no subscribers, and bugger all income despite each video taking 8 to 12 hours of work. And here is my next top tip. Insanity is repeating the same mistakes and expecting different results. I worked out in October last year that doing weekly news shows for the most part was a waste of time. Why? Because most people who watch this show have most likely read that story or seen it elsewhere first. And I can't produce a video every day, let alone several times a day, to be realistically what would be a news agency. No. For the content that I create, I strive to bring the story of the what, the so what, and what it means. And as I know, most of my videos are only viewed for about 5 to 10 minutes. I'm not about to actually sit down and just wax lyrical and ad lib about maybe Elon Musk's latest email. No, I respect your time and my time not to do that. So learn from my mistakes, folks. Set your priorities, do stuff that you're passionate about, but do so that provides quality of life that you are looking for. For those new to YouTube, here's what to look for. Whatever your average view count is, find a video that is performing 30 to 50% below that norm. See this one here? Why the VW ID5 will not come to Australia? It only received 278 views and I lost 2 subscribers, and most viewers only watched it for about 2.68 minutes. If that video took 12 hours to make from beginning to end, my income of $2.69 seems like a big waste of time for everyone, dare I say. I do news shows to educate, inform and entertain, but in 2021, my news shows views stayed constant at around that 300 to 500 mark. And while subscribers were up for other videos, for the news ones, they weren't. So for some out there, look, 500 views would be great. But remember, it's about balance and what gives you joy. So reflecting on this data, 2022 will actually be different. Going forward, definitely different. I'm going to do less news shows unless there's a hot topic right now and of high interest, like Tesla or Starlink. I'll focus more on current tech and current EVs. No longer will I review things that have been in the market for over a year. People just don't care anymore. I will publish videos as quickly as I can, like the UN's IPCC findings or COP26, Ozpol being dumb as they usually are, and of course I'll provide regular updates as I can around my High Court challenge to Victoria's EV tax. Here's a summary of all the tips I provided to you in this video, plus one very important one. Do what you're passionate about. Create content that is happening now, not months ago. Work to a schedule that is compatible with your lifestyle. And if you want subscriber and viewer growth, you first need to answer this. Are you prepared to pump out at least 3 to 5 videos per week? If you are just starting out, the unfortunate answer is yes. Until you've got a decent subscriber base with consistent views and engagement times of 5 to 10 minutes. Remember, quality is often forsaken when you take this approach. So heed my warnings from earlier. If YouTube is your side project or a serious hobby, remember to keep it balanced and prioritize family and friends. For my regular viewers, this channel is going to transform in 2022. I'm going to produce fewer videos with the aim of 50 for this year. On Patreon, I'll continue doing regular news shows and behind the scenes as I put them together in a non-scripted blanket B-roll method, meaning it actually takes me less time to make, and by doing these things it will actually benefit this channel in that I'll have more time to make high quality content that I know you enjoy. And for me, this will mean a better balance and something that matters most.
Dad, you coming?
Yeah. See ya.